Hey everybody, welcome back. So I hope you all have had a wonderful week. In today's video, I thought we would continue on the theme of talking about art and where to start and just building up some of those insecurities that many of us tend to find that we have when we start playing around and anything artist-like. So today I want to talk to you a little bit more about how to build your confidence when it comes to developing your art skills. That is something that I work on a fairly regular basis. And one of the ways that, as there are multiple ways to do this, one of the ways that I use, or one of the methods I use to work on building up my art confidence is practice. Number one is practice. This is a sketchbook that I like to use, and it's still reasonably new. I haven't done too much in it yet. So, just sitting at the table waiting for my kids to do what they're told or whatever, or a little after bedtime, I sit and noodle. And the nice thing about doing some of this is these are just ideas that you can constantly work on, just as an example. There is no ruler involved. There's nothing. It's just straight black pen. That's all I've used. In the very first image, yes, I did use pencil, just because it's what I was holding and playing with at the time. But generally, I like to use pen because by doodling and using pen, honestly, it really does help build up your confidence and your confidence. It really builds your confidence in whatever it is you like to do. In this case, drawing. If you're out of inspiration, like this piece, for example, I really didn't know what I wanted to draw. I wanted to draw and doodle, but I kept staring at a blank page. So use whatever is around you for inspiration. I happen to be sitting at the table and my kids have these, I don't have one on me, but there's these magnet toys that they like to play with. You build cars and different structures and castles and things out of them. And they happen to be, one was laying at my feet. So I grabbed a couple of those, connected them. And honestly, that's the shape that you see. I traced out the initial shape of three of them connected, and I did a small little doodle in each one, and then I doodled through the border. Like, you just use whatever is around you. Another strategy, if you're ever staring at a blank page and it's like, well, what do I draw? I had an idea, but now that I'm staring at a blank page, I don't know where to start. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, that when you're staring at a blank page and it just, all of a sudden that blank page just seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and it's taunting you because you had an idea, but now that you've grabbed paper, it's disappeared, it's eluded you. Grab a pen or a pencil, whatever you want to use, and honest to God, draw out a grid line on your paper. Like, blank page. I'm not exaggerating, just obviously it's pretty wavy because I'm doing that on the fly. But honestly, that's all it takes for me to be able to focus my mind, because I've put something on the paper. And the only advantage to, and this is where I'm going to strongly suggest, maybe use pencil for that part, because you can go back and erase it later because it's not what you're aiming to draw. It's just to get something on paper and to help you practice, focus your ideas and practice whatever it is you want to do. So just get something down. And just by looking at this, instantly the idea usually comes back to me, and you start visualizing, okay, I want to put this here and that here and that here and that there, and you start working through it. It's just another form of problem solving, and all of those things help build confidence in whatever it is your niche is. So number one thing to take away from this video is practice. Pick something and practice it. Play with it. Try things out. You don't have to stick to one thing. You can try a million different things. Just pick something and play with it. And again, if you're into sketching and painting, I strongly recommend that you pick yourself up a small sketchbook and, and doodle. And I recommend you doodle with pen. And the reason why I'm advocating pen versus pencil is just because it builds up some of those skills and confidence. Yeah, you may have to scribble out a couple of doodles and go to another page. God knows I've done it. I still draw with Sharpie now and then, or a gel pen. Actually, come to think of it, very rarely do I actually draw out with pencil anymore. The only time I ever sit there and draw with strictly pencil is when I'm being incredibly precise with what I'm drawing and I want that extra security. It's not a lack of confidence, it's just the fact that what I'm doing takes a lot of detail or a lot of balance or a lot of symmetry, and where I'm using rulers and compasses and things, and I just want to be as accurate as I possibly can. But when it comes to just practice and doodling, this is a great way to build up that confidence. You pull out a pen and you just go to town. And I go through a lot of pens. I will absolutely admit the fact that I go through a lot of pens. But again, that's where dollar stores come in. They're cheap and they're accessible, which makes practicing even easier to do. So that is my spiel for this week in building confidence with your art. If you have any questions or comments, or is there anything you do to build confidence in your art or your skills? What do you like to do? Do you like to draw, paint? Are you a carver? What is it you like to do? Feel free to leave those comments down below, and I look forward to conversing with you about it. Yeah, so I will be back again soon with another video. For those who are interested in checking out my work, you can find me on all social media platforms, and I'll have them all down below, between Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest. I'm sort of all over the place. And of course, my personalized website as well. And they will all be down below, so you're welcome to check those out. If you enjoyed this video and would like to know more, please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you all so much for your continued support, and I will be back soon with another art video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back to my art channel. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would invite you and encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. I also hope that you come back and tune in to see what else I upload, as I upload every week. And I thank you all so much for your continued support. If you would like to see more of my artwork, you will find it on my website, as well as across all of the social media platforms that I use, and I will have them all linked down below. Again, I thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye, everybody.